basically we just make a couple of marks, and what we're going to do is pull the cover, or pull the core out, and then it'll just be kind of cover into cover. So it's just a cover splice.
Oh, okay.
And then the covers just butt up to right where the core came out.
Good, I like that.
So it really isn't much weaving in and out. It's just the cover goes into the other cover and then it comes out where the core stops.
And then you suck in that end.
Exactly. You're kind of just crossing the line's arms, and then you sew it right in the middle where they overlap, and then you kind of milk it back out, and it's pretty clean. So we've got both our double blocks at our turning points, and the fair leads will take the just do the organization at those intermediate spots. And I've got more fair leads in the backpack if you think we need some more.
It doesn't look like it.
You're going to be famous now.
Pressure's on.
As I said, we'll back off if you want us to. I'm sure you've done this enough that you're not too worried about it.
Okay. It always takes a little bit of head scratching too.
Yeah.
Which line am I working with here? And, you know, everything's easy on the workbench in the shop.
All right.
Yeah, we won't sell it.
It's going to be a warm one today.
Oh, it's going to be great.
This is really good. I know how to do some of that. Do you taper the outer cover? Or? Oh, wow, that is easy.
Yeah, it's pretty basic. You'll see. I mean, you'll be pros when I'm done with this.
Right.
So we just pull the core out, and we're going to eventually cut that off. You do want to just sort of make sure you don't have too much, you know, because it's such slippery polyester line that it's real easy to get a little extra out right there, and then you leave yourself a bunch. So
milk it.
yeah, and just kind of, I'll leave that out. Do the same with the other one. My second mark one. There it is.
So those are equidistant, those
Right.
two pieces, okay.
Right, and in the instructions we tell you, I think it's 30 centimeters between the marks. Basically, as long as you got a good over. I mean, I kind of use my forearms as a measurement, and it's sort of just like, okay, you can make one mark, you can make two marks, and you have a good bit of overlap. And then I've got some whipping twine. When we're all done, I'm just going to sew it through, and that'll lock it in place. And because there's rarely a time, you know, it's very
there's not
a very split second where the splice is going to get pulled on. Otherwise, it's just sort of under a sort of a staticky type load.
It's not tremendous load on it.
Yeah, it's not. You know, it's not a halyard. It's not an eye splice or anything like that. So now we're going to get rid of this tape. And we can kind of visualize it by laying it out like this.
Okay.
So let's see where. One line's going to go into the other. So now all I want to do is I'm going to find this mark, and I want to find my two intermediate marks.
Okay.
And so what's going to happen is this line is going to go in that mark
Okay.
and come out there, and then this line is going to go in that mark
Okay.
and come out right there. So in this whole
Okay.
section where we've removed the core, we're going to have double cover.
Right.
So if we do it right and we make a nice splice, we won't feel any, you know, there'll be a little difference in
But not
diameter,
much. You
but
ever
it's not
do
going
the
to be
last
like
one?
ba-boom, ba-boom, you know. So for this, I cheat and I use a little tape. You have that tape? I sort of cheat. You know, some guys on the workbench just are a little better than I am with the fid, but
All you want.
I can. Exactly. So what I'll do here is just kind
Oh, that's Adam. I gotta take this one. I'm sure. I think it's Adam.
That's Mr. Garman.
Hello, Adam. How you doing? Good. How are you? Oh yeah, no problem. I didn't want to bother you. I only called twice to make sure I got it through to you. We got a new Class B, and I played with everything I could up to the advanced, and so I didn't want to touch anything after
so
that.
that's kind of a
Just
cheater
warmed it
method
up.
there, but
About 15 degrees each way. Even when I put on a follow route, she'll go 100 foot.
You've taken the core out and you're putting the
the cover, right,
cover in.
exactly.
Yeah, I've gotten in, right up to that point. I did the dock side, and we did all the other stuff, but I didn't want to get too much further before I talked to you. Yeah, FTS took it out over there at Harrington North, and we did that. We did the whole sea trial, did the zigzags and the turns and everything. But
And if you try and come out
yeah, I think,
opposite of the cover or of the core,
yes, that's what they said.
it makes a little.
I'm just turning it on right now.
And then anytime you're coming out, if you just sort of pay attention not to split the fibers,
Yeah,
like if you always make sure to get a clean exit between the fibers, it'll make your life easier in the long run.
And I appreciate there's a video. There's probably a better video of this on the bench.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, I can tell you what the gains and stuff are right now. I took it came out. The rudder gain was 69 cents, 69%. The counter gain is 86%, and well, that's what it came out. And then so I took the acceleration limiter down to 20%. Right, and it. Okay, no, I can do that. And then that next one was air tolerance, and that was the one I didn't want to go any further. Oh, okay. Oh, that's good to know.
So now we've got one cover into the next. Just kind of organize it, kind of just clean it up and find that happy spot. See, I'm pretty close to my mark right there. So I want to sort of move it a little bit closer.
Okay, so yeah, I can